Okay. All right. We're back into it. So, I have finally optimized my settings. So, I can record on my big monitor, but then you guys will get a really nice image on your laptop screens as well. But I recommend that you all start investing in some decent monitors for your studio. Decent sound monitors, but then a decent screen. Like if you have I've got a Prism Plus, which I'll put in the description. It's a 34 or 36 inch monitor. It's really good though. I love it to bits. It was pretty cheap too. It was like $600. Wasn't that expensive really in the game of monitors. Like shout out to those guys. They are effing incredible. Really, really good products. And yeah, I love this thing. I love it to death. So it's hard because I can't record these videos on a laptop screen and then it'd be really good on a monitor, and I can't record it on a monitor and it'd be really good on a laptop screen. It doesn't kind of like rescale, and if it does rescale, it just doesn't have good quality. So from here on in, these are the best settings. I spent like I spent 6 hours yesterday all up trying to like toggle between the two and find a happy medium, and this is the best settings that I could come up with. And in the process of doing that too, I have recorded for the past 2 days, but I just wasn't happy with them. So unfortunately, I have done a bit of work to this track, guys, that you won't get to see, but I'm going to run through it. I'm going to take the first like 5-10 minutes just to kind of run through what I've done and why I've done it, and go from there. Also, another really fun thing is I'm dealing with a copyright dispute for the last video because I used that royalty-free Vengeance sample, and it's been flagged and triggered in another song. So, you live and you learn. You live and you effing learn. Because honestly, like it's just ridiculous. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's annoying that I use the sample as a building block, and I never normally do use samples like that, but I did it to get an idea out, and now I'm being penalized for it. So I just won't even go into it. But yes, really annoying. So it is what it is. Learn from me if you are doing it too. Do not under any circumstance put splice samples in your tracks or Vengeance loops or anything of that sort, because it's going to get flagged straight away now. The YouTube AI or algorithm, whatever the hell you want to call it's going to pick it up, and you're going to deal with the same shit that I'm dealing with. So it's not good. No good. Okay, so ripping into this track now. I've made an intro, and then I've made, I've put a marker where the low end comes in, done a bit of a build. We've got a first drop here where like synth shots, but when I say synth shots, it's more like bass percussions and those kinds of things come in. And then it builds up again, and we've got a big drop kind of hinting the lead that comes away here, which I'm pretty sure we did for the most part last time in the last video for those who haven't watched it or whatever. But yeah, it kind of builds up, and you'd mix out of your first song into this transition here at about a minute. And then from here, you're building it up into the proper drop that comes in. And then we've got our breakdown happening over here at 2:45, which is pretty bang on. Now, what you guys haven't seen that I have done is I actually used this baby audio plugin. And I made myself a nice little lead. I wanted a bit more of like an Oppenheimer kind of feel. So I made this synth, and then I've just used the same processing as a couple of the other tracks. I can't remember which ones have that processing. I think, this one. Yeah. So I used the same processing as this one. And this is what I've come up with. I ended up just pitch bending these a bit. Nothing too crazy. I'll just show you real quick anyway. Nothing earth-shatteringly ridiculous, but just what I like to do. As you can see, little pitch bend there, and then a little pitch bend on this one as well, just giving them a bit of different movement. And this is what I've come up with, and then adding reverb and blending it together a bit nicer. This is the sound that I've come up with for the break or the bridge as well. So I'm just going to play it and shut up, and you guys can hear. Maybe here, maybe some higher pitch strings can come in. I want to make this one cinematic, but not cheesy and effing cosmic. You know, I don't want like I don't know. I'm just people that I've been teaching and stuff as well. I just feel that real art driven cosmic techno is it's had its day, and everyone's kind of jumped on it, and it's I don't know. Look, everyone's opinion can be different. I could be totally wrong, whatever, and I'm happy with that. But I just feel like for me and what I want to do, I don't think it's pushing boundaries, is what I want to say as well. It's just you're playing it safe, and I tell people that I teach the same thing as well. I'm like, you know, you want to try and you want to use what you can, but then push the envelope as well. Like really try and branch out and see what you can come up with. You know, like you've got to really push boundaries to stand out in the grand scheme of things. You know, it's the problem that we face, I guess, as well, or a lot of people face that I teach and see, is they'll literally just try and copy what's trending in the charts because, you know, realistically, yes, it might do okay, but it's playing it really safe and it's not giving you any individuality as an artist. And that really is such a crucial mistake. You know what I mean? It really is. And we all do it, don't get me wrong. But it's just like, you have to try and find your own way to individualize yourself and stand out, you know, like just copying trending songs at the moment. I don't know. I don't see the longevity in it. And same again, it just comes down to personal opinion. What do I know? So yeah, it is what it is. But moving forward, I really like these hits. I'm a big cinematic fan. So Vikings, the theme song from that, like they're bang on, exactly the same as what's in that thing. And then obviously this synth, the way that I've processed it, guys, reverb, I'll show you what I've done. It's just a huge synth wash reverb that I've adjusted the decay a little bit in Fab Filter. It's really, really nice sound. 50% dry wet. I want it to really kind of be washed out and brought into the back. And I watched Ludwig Göransson, who's the guy who scored Oppenheimer, and I watched the way that he was processing his synths. And what Christopher Nolan, who was the director of the movie, I'm sure everyone knows who Christopher goddamn Nolan is. So, Christopher Nolan, especially if you listen to, it's called, if you want to look it up, it's called Can You Hear the Music by Ludwig Göransson. I listen to it at least once. I want to say once a day, but I listen to it once a week. It's probably one of my favorite pieces of music of the 21st century or whatever. So I absolutely love it. I always go back and listen to it for inspiration. And same with Blade Runner too. Whoever knows me well knows how much I love Blade Runner. It's probably one of my favorite movies of all time. Dune as well, the Dune scores, like anything Hans Zimmer does, I absolutely love with a passion. So Christopher Nolan as well. One thing that he personally likes from the people that are scoring his movies is to make the sounds really earthly. So what that means is kind of washing them out and giving them like a very humanized feeling in terms of pitch detailing and that kind of stuff as well. But make them have a lot of character in a fashion. I don't know. I really don't know how to explain that, but make them sound less robotic and a bit more like humanized, and there's a bit of love and passion in it, you know what I mean, as opposed to just really kind of stagnantly printing something from a synth or whatever. I've used this retro Baby Come Back delay on there as well, which I really love. This thing's free from Baby Audio. It's incredible. This with the Fab Filter I feel is really nice. I've just compressed the sound a little bit as well, giving it a bit of attack and then a long release because I really want to compress the tails of the sound because I've used a really big reverb. So compression's going to be really important in this instance too. And then what have I done here? Oh yeah, I was playing around with how much of the highs I want to cut out. Now you can find with sounds like this, a really good little tip is probably around I might go 15K and take the really harsh details out. But even if I brought this down to like 12K or 10K, it's still going to have the same high characteristics. And we're just going to take the edge off those really high frequencies that really give it a piercing detail. Which I've pretty much done with Soothe 2 as well. If I play it in the Delta mode, I'm cutting all that crap out. You can hear it, it's really wish-washy and high and disgusting. But you can hear with this, I'm just cutting all that fizzly stuff out that we don't need. I could even have it at here, 7-Eleven. So how convenient. Could have it around there, and then you know, like I'm still getting the same sound. And if anything, it makes it a bit darker. Might go to 10K. I do just want a little bit of the distorted guys in there. And then I've just got synth warmer guys, and I'm just using an overdrive setting. The drive was really high with this preset, so I just brought this down to 6. This is Kazrog, really, really good. I love using this thing. I need to use it more than what I do, but I'll just show you what it's actually doing. This is without it and Soothe. Instant, massive difference. But it's because I've put it after the delay, I've put it after the reverb, I've put it after the compression. So these two beautiful effects are getting compressed, and then we're rolling the highs off that with the compression and the reverb and the delay, and then I'm running it through overdrive again to really accentuate the whole sound overall. So that's why it gives it such a better finish, I should say. Like it feels a lot fuller, it's a lot brighter, it's a lot wider. It gives it a nice cinematic, humanized feel. It really gives it that theatrical kind of feeling. And look, this isn't always the right way to do it, but for sounds like this, I find that this works really, really, really well, and I do it in a lot of my productions. So you'll hear this very consistently from me. Compressing a reverb and delay, rolling the highs back, and then distorting the shit out of it again, and then rolling that off again with a soothe, and you just really get that distorted character. It's nice. It's almost like a guitar amps on it as well, you know. It just gives it a real pedal or amp feeling, and it gives it a nice distinguished crunch underneath. Yep. And I think my brain hurts from trying to describe all of that now, but I hope that makes sense. It'll make sense to someone. That's all that matters. As long as one person gets it, that's good. So yeah, contradicting and being hypocritical, very hypocritical right now. The first thing I did was add the thing that I said I wouldn't do, which is... Such a hypocrite, I know, I agree, I admit it. So yes, I did the one thing that I was just ranting and raving about not doing, just to test the waters and see what's going to work and what's not. But I like this too, just a bit of a nice wish-washy pad underneath. But then it's like it needs those other things to make it exciting, you know what I mean? Like it needs another melody or counter melody, or something to kind of keep it exciting in that realm. Otherwise, it's just going to be a bit too hard to follow and understand. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'm going to figure it out, and then we're going to go from there. And then I'm honestly considering, guys, I feel like maybe because of this copyright thing and the sour taste that's left in my mouth and kind of how I'm feeling about the whole thing now, I'm very sensitive and emotional. I ended up rewriting the melodies, by the way, so... Oh, wow. Yep, let's not play that one. So I remade it. That's probably the best sounding one. Should have just played that one first, but anyway. So I remade it. It was pretty easy to do, but it just took me a little bit. So that's the other thing that I did. I wasted a bit of time doing that, and then now I'm just really not sure if I'm going to do it. I spent a lot of time flicking through leads and trying to find a similar sound to that Nexus one. So I might try and recreate it down the track and maybe do something a bit different with it. I'm just not too sure yet, but for the time being, I just really want to focus on maybe the breakdown, getting a bit of a second build-up thing going, and then maybe coming back to the drops and seeing what we can do there, because I just feel I'm wasting too much time and losing interest in the other areas. So sometimes it's best just to Cancel out your emotions about how that kind of stuff feels, and then focus on other areas, build them up, and then you'll get motivation, and maybe other ideas will come to you on the parts that are lacking again. So it really is good just to leave things and come back to it. Don't overdo it, because you'll drive yourself mad. And yeah, it sucks, because I feel like when you're, let's say, at a lesser place, you've been doing it for 4 or 5 years, it's really hard to detach yourself emotionally. But I feel like once you've spent a lot of time doing it, I've been doing this for 12 years, I just don't care anymore. I'm like, oh, whatever. Like, I know that I will get to the finished product. You know what I mean? Like, it comes down to the tortoise and the rabbit, and it's like the tortoise will always get to the finish line, and the rabbit's going to like burn out and then have to stop and start again and blah. Yeah, you get the old Chinese proverb. But yes, it's like you want to kind of take your time and slowly just keep the momentum building and going that way, and then you'll always get the finished product that you want and deserve, because you've spent the time, really doing it properly. So that being said, I reckon we will focus on the breakdown and just see where we can go with this. I added this other little thing too. Which I don't mind the pattern of that. But now listening to it today with fresh ears, it feels like it's a bit slow in conjunction with the rolling bass. So same again, it was just an idea. You've just got to put stuff in there and just make a start, guys. Like, just make a start of just chopping stuff up and rearranging it and see what works and see what doesn't, because you'll never kind of know what direction you want to go in or what sound fits or what melody fits until you just start, putting pen to paper or chucking stuff at a wall. You know what I mean? And you have to just go for it. So yeah, where are we? Oh yeah, these are all these like little risers and things. We can delete all them. I don't really want to use them anymore. Plus, I've got the older versions of the project. If I really want to go back into it, I can. Oh yeah, I like those clap and snare hooks. Maybe I can bring them into the first drop too, and we can spend a bit of time doing that. I still don't mind them. They work. And maybe you can do something like this. Maybe like this one could do. Banana bum bum, just like a. Like even layering them works nice too. Works really well. Yep. Have like a bit of a melody come in here maybe. Because we've mixed, remember too, like we've mixed out of the song into this section here now. Oh, this is really big by the way. I'm going to drag that down. So yeah, like that helps with that. I'm going to delete this one. I don't want that anymore. I'm just going to do a bit of a cleanup. And this is good. Show you guys a good habit of just going through and doing this, because you need to do it. And then maybe these shots, I really like these too. I didn't want to get rid of these. So let's bring them in here. It's a cool shot. I actually made that with that raw. leave it there for now. It's fine. And then maybe worst case, these can go like that, or I'll bring them there like so, and then I can get rid of that. So. Yep, wicked. Works for now. Bring this up with the filter, by the way. So slowly bring it up. Could even go 12 bands. Yeah, there we go. The thing I like about this too that I mentioned yesterday, even though you'll never see that recording, and I'm really, really sorry. The thing I really like about this break is I'm not using a respace. I've got the kick and the bass kind of still moving and pushing it underneath, so it's giving it that movement, and that's kind of taking up the lower end. So it's nice. I can kind of really focus on trying to do this with less bass tone melody and keep it interesting that way as well. You know, like these are the little things that kind of separate it from the norm or the expected, you know, like going back to my whole rant before, it's like you'd be playing it really safe, just freaking putting a respace in every song and doing it that way. It's like, oh my God, like it's like, yep, oh, another one, yep. So, you know, nothing against respaces. I use them in a lot of songs, but at the same time, it's just like break the cycle, guys. Try and think of other ways to keep things exciting and doing things. And it's really not as hard as you think. It really isn't. Like, for me, for a long time, I was really trying to do things and get less melodic and all that. And it is tricky to a certain degree to keep things simple and interesting, but it's not at the same time. You can really kind of milk things a little bit extra or drag them out or make them transition in certain ways or do whatever to kind of accommodate for trying to move it in a bit of a different direction. It's not that hard. So yeah, anyway, so from here, really want to focus on maybe I'll get rid of them from here because I don't want to give them away yet. Now let's just see if I add this melody, like let's say it's slowly filtering up. maybe we'll try and find something a little bit different for the purpose of what we're doing. But I might use that in the breakdown because I do really like it. So I'm going to duplicate it, turn it off, and then let's have a bit of a flick through and see what else we can find. Maybe in Diva. Tick of the talk. I had to see what it was. That's pretty nice. Go for something a bit more cinematic, only because of all the other sounds. So let's go. That's nice, that little hook, the claps. So there's a really good pack in here, and I want to buy all the other ones of these, but these Hollywood ones are awesome, for anyone who doesn't know. Oh. That's just beautiful. Maybe we could really try and accentuate these chords. Yeah, okay. And maybe like that one as well. Really, yeah, very passionate. Oof. Stop it. Stop it. Like the progression and whatnot. Maybe it's the sound. Let me just play it in the breakdown. Let me try and get a bit of a better result with that. So that's in E, that's in the root note, that's fine. See how we're getting a bit more bass tonality as well. I want them to be really dark. Oh no! No! I just accidentally saved it. Stiff shit. Committed to it now. Hate that. You gotta go Command D and then you go Command S and it saves. It's the oldest sabotage trick in the book. Like it work. The hard thing is I'm governed by these Oppenheimer synth sounds. You know what I mean? Like as good as it is, it's hard because it kind of like puts me in a little bubble of things that work and aren't going to work with it. So I love a challenge though. I love a challenge. Look at Fragments. Look how that turned out. So yeah, it's definitely worth it. That first one's perfect. That one's perfect. One's perfect now, it's just this one. Maybe the last one could be F sharp. We're very close now. This one's sounding better. Maybe the G and the F sharp. Let me try this. Ooh, I like that too. I feel like this... Those first two are perfect. That's bang on. I'm just going to delete that for now, just so I can do this. Let's try going here. Sound bad either. Actually, don't mind that too. Maybe we could go down. Oh, come on. I think that's the one. I do. It's the one for now. It's the one for now. Build it up. Definitely add some more layering to those chords, you know. Just really comes down to what I want to do. don't know, guys. Let's go this. Maybe just simple again, you know? It's a really nice sound too. That's what annoys me. It's really close. Oh. Maybe I could have the best of both worlds. Let's try this. Gonna be a tricky one. Sometimes even just swapping them too. enough about the melody here, but maybe it's just the way that it's being introduced or something. There's no real kind of like impact into it yet. So because this lead starts on that bass, it kind of throws everything off a little bit. So what I might do, let's just go like this. Maybe. Okay, so yeah, and then realistically I'd want the drop there. I've brutally messed this up. And I want that to fade out. Maybe build it up. I don't know what I want to do now, but I do want the drop over here at 4 minutes 15. Am I at? Where am I? Yeah, around here. Pretty good. Or even there's going to be ideal as well, but we'll see. We'll see how it pans out. Fading out here again. Because that really builds nice tension too. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what sounds I want to use in the drop yet. It's a bit thing. But I had the Vengeance one there too. That was actually playing through there and the drop hit. And it is nice and it does work, but don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Could do like a massive build into here. I'm still not sure what I want to do. Because the breakdown needs more elements, it feels like it really drags out here, but it's only realistically 45 seconds long or whatever. There you go. It's 24 bars. So I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's really wasting much time or taking up too much room. So yeah, I don't want to ruin it. You know what I mean? I'll leave it the way it is. I think it's fine. And then from there, can really hone in on yeah, I guess what ideas I want to do. But it's been an hour anyway, so I might give it a rest now. At least this gives you guys a bit of an update as to where it's at and what's going on. It's getting there. It just, yeah, I've got to really kind of nut out what direction I want to take the drops in or whatever. I think that's going to be like the trickiest thing. So other than that, it's all good. It's just trying to figure it out. So yeah, we'll just spend a few more days on it and see how we go.